So the season is upon us. Yuletide, Christmas trees,
gaudy decorations,
lights,
yep,
cameras, action, unbelievable 5-star reviews. Amazing things are happening to us right now.
Mm-hmm.
The Christmas season. Santa Claus coming out of his cave for the one time of year to spread joy and break into people's homes.
Yep. See, Gary down the street does that, and he's labeled meth addict. And
well, yeah, it's because he doesn't wear red.
He doesn't wear red.
Yeah, that's the only
he doesn't have a beard.
Yeah.
So it's patchy.
That must have been, I mean, burglars must have loved that back in the day.
How come he gets to do it?
All right, honey. Tonight, if you hear some rummaging through the living room, don't come. Okay, Mom. Okay,
it's
Dad.
just Gary down the street.
I left you a present.
Just a pile of shit on the floor.
Dude, it's crazy to me that there's like the holiday kind of revolves around this guy coming into your house. And, well, I mean, you know, it depends on how you look at the holiday, right? Like Christians are like, hey, it's Jesus' birthday, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And but then on the other side, it's like, there's a dude who's going to come down your chimney tonight.
He's going to leave you something.
Yeah.
He's also going to eat your food.
Yeah. You better leave food too.
Yeah.
What is that all about? What is the reason for needing to leave Santa Claus? Like, is he, what happens?
I don't know.
Does he take a shit on your floor if you don't?
Probably.
There's no milk and cookies. You know
All
what this
right.
means. And his belt unlooped. Santa Claus was upset. Prancer, Dancer, and all the other reindeer came down the chimney and took a shit on your floor as well. Be sure to leave him milk and cookies every year, or
shit on floor.
yeah, dude.
Yeah, that was an odd tradition. All of the traditions were odd, but
they're always going to be odd. It feels like every single, like when I think about holidays like Easter, like who went?
Oh yeah, who decided Easter Bunny?
Yeah,
was going to be a thing?
What is that?
I have no idea. It's supposed to be Jesus's rebirth, or not rebirth, coming back to life after 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, we decided nope, Easter Bunny and eggs.
Yeah,
and chocolate.
Like the bunnies laying eggs.
We're
just teaching our kids to be dumb, or what? Is that
pretty much?
Yeah, going to a zoo. Mommy, why isn't the rabbit laying an egg? It's because it's a mammal. It's a mammal. That's why.
Yeah, the only exception is the platypus.
What?
That's a mammal. Platypus is a mammal that also lays eggs. It's an anomaly.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Wait, doesn't that kind of go against like the idea of a mammal?
It should, but they are considered mammals because they feed their children milk. Like they lactate.
Oh, I thought they were just.
Yeah, they have to wait for the milkman. Here you go. But yeah, they're one of the only mammals that, like, I think it's by a certain definition that a platypus is a mammal because it lactates, but it also is amphibious and it also lays eggs.
Can you milk platypus?
You would have to be able to because they lactate. It's like cats. You can milk a cat. Can't promise it's going to be a good time for you, but you can do it.
I'm a mammal, Richard. Can you milk me?
All right, let's take a quick break.
And we're back.
It didn't work.
Got a glass full of milk.
Ate it with my Cheerios.
Try it at home. There's some guy at home squeezing himself.
Why isn't it working?
They said it would work on the podcast. Yeah, dude. I love Christmas. I think I've told you this, and I find it hilarious because our dichotomy is so different in this. Because I adore the season. You know what I mean?
Hate Christmas with a burning passion.
All right, Grinch, chill out. We'll get to it. No, but I love going outside and seeing the lights. Things are getting kind of cold. You know what I mean? You're bundled up.
I love the winter.
You get some extra days off. Well, I get some extra days off. You just so happen to work in an industry that's always open.
Yeah, no days off. You don't get one.
Oh, Christmas? That's funny. Go light the tree. Yes.
We asked you during your interview if you could work holidays, so you're kind of grandfathered in.
But yeah, dude, Christmas is beautiful. It's an amazing time of year. There's love in the air. Everyone's happy.
I'm just biting my tongue over here.
Such a good mood. You know, you wake up in the morning, you got your Red Sox on. I've got my full on PJs. You know what I mean? The foot pajama, the feety pajamas
with the little pocket in the back, or the little flap in the back.
Yeah, so I can take a shit on your floor if you don't leave your milk and cookies.
Yeah, exactly.
One took a shit on our floor. He said there wasn't any milk and cookies. I don't know.
I mean, he's right. There weren't any milk or cookies
I thought that
out.
was just a Santa Claus thing. I don't.
Well, you know, 'tis the season.
Also, like, I think about the structural soundness of most homes and the fact that this guy's landing his reindeer.
Yeah.
And his probably 500-pound ass on the
plus the sleigh with all of the shit on it and the reindeer.
Yeah, for all the children of the world. So you know that bag is huge.
Yeah.
I mean, the Polar Express shows that thing is massive.
Dude. Yeah.
So that's landing
that was a
on
good
your
movie.
It's landing on your, roof, dude. First off, Santa owes me some insurance money. You know,
yeah.
Like, you wake up in the morning, you're like, why are there shingles missing off the? Hey, what is
That's
this?
gonna take me an entire weekend to fix.
Ho ho ho!
Thanks, Santa.
And he's just flipping you off.
Hope you enjoy the baseball bat.
Yeah, but he has jingle bells, so that makes it cool.
That makes it far less threatening.
Why don't you like Christmas? What is your
it was just
reason for the season?
It was always, I don't know. It was just never a good time. Even growing up as a kid, it was always stressful. It was always.
Did you ask for like something and they didn't get it to you? Or
yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, I'm just still salty because I didn't get the specific Transformer that I wanted when I was a kid.
Bumblebee.
I wanted Optimus Prime.
Ugh. I'm done.
I hate Christmas.
We watched Jingle All the Way.
That's the one with Tim.
No, that's the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh,
yeah.
And he dresses up as a superhero.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he shows up to the house. So like it starts, and he's like a neglectful dad. I guess he's not really a neglectful dad. Like he's just a salesman.
Oh, he just works too much.
Yeah, and the kid's like lives in like a mansion of a house, and he's got like everything he could ever ask for in his room. But his dad didn't show up to his stupid karate meet or something like that. And he's like, I hate you. And he's like, no. Don't hate me. Yeah, it's just, it bothers me, man. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
That movie bothers me because it shows me how bratty kids actually are.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the whole, well, that, and like it also shows you how horrible human beings could be, because every time they're in a store trying to get Ultraman or whatever, the toy.
Yeah.
People are like literally slaughtering each other.
Well, that's real life.
Yeah.
So go to a Black Friday and
Black Friday is not the same though. That's the thing.
I remember I've never been to one.
Okay, well, I went to one when I was a teenager. Ooh. And it wasn't like, I mean, I went to like see the beatings, you know?
Right? to see the carnage.
I didn't have money. I was like 16, you know, but like this kid's parents one of my friend's parents were like, "Hey, you want to go to Black Friday with us?" And I was like, "Yeah, it sounds awesome, sure." Because you know, you see it on the videos on the news. It's like, man takes an elbow drop from elderly lady.
Yeah,
like sick. So I'm like, I'm gonna see some fights, you know. So we show up to the Walmart. You know, the first thing that happens is we show up there and like we sit in the car, and I'm like, "Oh, I thought there was like a line." They're like, "Oh no, they just open the doors and then we'll go inside." And I was like, "Okay, well, whatever," you know. So we go to this Black Friday thing. We walk inside, and then nothing happens. I was expecting like at least one woman to be punched,
right?
You know, or
media lied to us,
or man, you know, equality.
Some guy
getting.
I just want to see somebody get beat up. Yeah, is the thing.
See, because if I was a parent, or like if I was like a woman, like a mom, I'd be like, "Hey, put bricks in my purse."
Yeah, right.
If you see someone try and grab that TV over the head, knock him out with this thing.
One hit.
There must be a bigger city thing. That must only happen in bigger cities.
Maybe, because if it wasn't the way the media presented, then
because like in your head,
what am I even missing?
What do you like when you think Black Friday? What do you think?
Oh, you're thinking all of the big crowds. Yeah, again, old women elbowing and shit like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, kids getting trampled.
Kids getting
why not
thrown over the toy section? You remember
go catch it, Billy.
Remember the big balloon, the net that had all the balls? They're chucking kids into that thing. Yeah.
This will keep them for a minute.
That's my wrestler. It's 30% off. My little Johnny needs this more than you. That was probably the best time to know like jujitsu or something.
Oh, easy.
Go to
Just start throwing people around.
nah, some dude like lays down on the ground.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Let's go.
Come on. I got you.
I'm just gonna take the TV. Damn, I should have gone to that judo class. Yeah, man.
I feel like that happened.
The Southwest has been home to the most infamous outlaws, from Billy the Kid to Neil Patrick Harris. Safe to say, legends have wandered these deserts. And if you listen closely, you can almost hear the wind whisper their story over this barren land. Well, these two gunslingers, they have their own story to tell. They're shooting from the hip.
On the topic of Christmas, my favorite thing about Christmas is Christmas movies.
Mm-hmm.
I just love that every Christmas movie can be boiled down to as long as you hope.
Mm-hmm. Hope and dream and love and
It will happen.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Santa Claus will show up to your house and not take a shit on your face.
Yeah. Great message.
Do you so with your dislike of the Christmas season, do you have any Christmas movies that you like just love that you like, oh man.
That I love? No.
Okay.
I mentioned earlier, Polar Express was one that I actually did enjoy when I was younger.
Yeah, it's a solid movie. And is it because it's a Christmas movie or just because it's a good movie?
Just because it's a good movie.
Okay. Did the Christmas thing not affect you at all? You weren't like watching it kind of like with a little bit of joy in your like faith? Like, oh,
Just a little bit of joy
Maybe
in my
a
cold heart.
maybe a train will come to my house.
Yeah, train never came, so
Yeah.
hatred for Christmas continued.
How many kids do you think got picked up off of that?
No, the train came. Honey, we're on the other side of the tracks. That's why the train came.
Just hop on the train, kid.
Just turned a bunch of little kids into hobos.
Tom Hanks? No.
No. Far from it, actually.
Hop in. There's toys in here. It's a nuclear missile. That's the toy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Just never liked Christmas. Never liked Christmas movies, Christmas music.
Do you get upset like at Christmas? Like
that
the
that
idea of
people.
Christmas?
Oh, yeah. No, one of my coworkers asked when was the earliest they could play Christmas music,
Yeah.
and I said December 24th. That's too early.
Did the Grinch like just affect you like in a soul? Like did you feel
No,
it in your
because then
soul?
he comes back and loves Christmas. I'm like, that's not true to life. Fuck Christmas.
No, so that's the thing. You have hope. I mean, if the Grinch can do it, you can too.
There is no hope.
The Grinch is a literal creature who lives in a cold mountain with a dog. And like in the movies, he's depicted as a man who eats like bugs and stuff. Like you could probably find a little
still
bit
pretty
of,
accurate.
You can probably find it in yourself to appreciate a little bit of
I
Christmas.
don't know if I ever have kids. Maybe
Yeah.
just
See the
out
joy
of-
on their faces.
Yeah, just for them. But outside of that, I just very much dislike Christmas.
It's all fun and games until you got them the wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then the cycle continues.
I hate Christmas.
Me
Daddy.
too, Billy. Me too, Billy.
Daddy, it's Christmas morning. I know.
I'm aware.
Let me drink my troubles away, child. I don't know. I like I said, to me, and even like growing up, I didn't get the best Christmas presents. Like my parents one year got me a basketball with another kid's name on it. But even then I was like, wow, basketball, you know? Like
Right.
cool, you know.
Well,
But
it was never really presents for me.
you didn't get presents?
No, I didn't give a shit about presents.
Oh, so like you would open
Like it was like I asked for shit that I needed, like clothes. Like that's what do that for me.
You're like a 40-year-old man. That's
Yeah,
what you were.
ever since I was a kid.
Some guy told a story like He said the last thing his dad got him for Christmas was like a shotgun and like a 6-pack of socks, but like 2 of the socks were missing. He needed them for work or something. Yeah. So that's crazy because, like I said, when I was younger, I got like a lot of like gifts. You know, it was like and it wasn't like anything I ever asked for because I was always crazy. I'd always be like, I want a Game Boy Advanced SP, and I want 30 games with it. You know, and then they would be like, how about a truck?
yeah.
How about an RC truck? And I'd be like, that's cool too. You know, but like I would always find the joy in it. I would always be like, okay, hey,
it's good.
Yeah,
I'm glad you're not a cynic.
You apparently were like, overalls, Mom. That's what I need.
Yeah,
so I can go work out. In the
my
field.
jeans have holes literally all the way down the leg. I need new jeans. That's what I want for Christmas.
I need to go pick the fruit off the trees. I need a new pair of overalls and perhaps a bucket.
No, bucket's asking too much.
Yeah, true.
Bucket's asking too much.
Not even like a plastic one.
Nope. It's out of the budget. Sorry.
Wait? So is that like an all year round thing? Like, do gifts just kind of like, or are you just kind of like, yeah, all right? I'm grateful. Well,
but
somebody thought about you.
Yeah,
right?
But it's not like I don't harp on it. Okay. I never have.
You don't do like a backflip.
Yeah, let me do a backflip real quick.
Did you? Maybe this is the reason. Did you ever like open up a present and it was like a I don't know, like a video game or something like that, or like an N64? You know, like back in the day, there's videos of kids opening a present up and being like, "Oh, it's a Nintendo 64," and like losing it. Did you not ever get like a game console or something?
Not really. Well, from you.
Well, yeah, but you were like an adult by then.
Yeah, outside.
You didn't get like a 360 one Christmas?
No.
You didn't
I had to buy my 360.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Thinking about it, I think no, PlayStation 2 I bought too.
I want the audience to know that Richard's like shaking in anger as we talk about Christmas. Like I can tell like it's
Face
upsetting
as red
you,
as a tomato.
dude. Man, dude, you really are a Grinch.
It was always stressful. I was always the oldest, and
a lot of it fell on your shoulders.
Yeah, it was always stressful. Parents didn't really help that matter. Having to go to all the different houses and deal with all the different families, and my father didn't get along with any of the families. So
okay, I can see why that would be stressful. Yeah. All right, I'll respect it. I don't know. I think you just need one good Christmas, dude, to see the joy in it. You know, like one morning where you wake up, you ain't got nothing to do except sip hot chocolate and open a present. That's it, dude. That's all you're doing that day. Maybe that's what you need.
Maybe. Yeah.
But until
I
then,
might concede, but until then.
Hey, I mean, that's crazy. The Grinch needed like a near-death experience to turn him on.
Well, I've had several, so I don't think that's
still don't feel very joyous.
I'm still here. I'm thankful for that.
There you go, dude. That's a Christmas present. That's what Santa got
Merry
you this
Christmas.
year. You're alive.
You're alive.
Thanks, Santa. You didn't? Did you ever go like get pictures with Santa or anything like that?
Like when I was like 5 or something, didn't have control over the matter.
Once I turned 7, that shit was done.
I was like, no.
Yeah. Do you want to go sit on his lap? Absolutely not. That's
a grown ass man that I don't know.
Santa's real. Santa's real. Santa's very real, and he exists, and he lives in the North Pole, and he has a gift with your name on it. As long as you're a good kid, right? But if you're not,
and
Krampus.
and a weird pension for breaking into houses.
Dude, on the other idea of mythological creatures during Christmas time, Krampus is like the wildest thing in the world to me.
Yeah, that I feel like that just recently came into like knowledge that it's been a thing, but I think
the
that
Germans were like
just recently came in. Yeah. Oh, and of course it's Germanic.
Absolutely. Yeah, they were like, if you're a good kid, you're going to get a present. If you're not, a demon is going to show up at your doorstep
and beat your ass.
He's going to basically kill you and take your family from you.
Yeah. Did you watch that movie?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I actually watched it recently. And
I have. It's been a while. But
we're talking about Krampus 2015, 2016, something like that. If you guys are looking into it, it's a fantastic movie. It's really good.
It's not fantastic. It's okay.
Okay. Well, Richard doesn't like Christmas movies, so I would take his.
I thought it was going to be like more on the scary horror side.
That's all right,
and it wasn't.
We know you don't like Christmas. That's all right. You know, you watch Christmas movies and you're just upset the entire time.
I like Nightmare Before Christmas. Is that how that?
Of course you do.
That's like I like that Christmas movie.
Yeah. Why? Why do you like it so much? Is it because it's a Halloween movie? Is that why?
Maybe.
What is that movie? Do you think it's a Halloween or do you think it's a Christmas movie? I know this is like a discourse amongst.
I feel like it is the perfect mixture between the two.
Like you can watch it in either season and be perfectly
and it's
fine.
and it's still a good movie.
I mean, they do kidnap Santa in that movie. That is nuts.
He deserves
a
it.
movie like that
Where we kidnap Santa.
Yeah. Like hold him for ransom. And
That's
like
a good
go
idea.
to the world government and be like, no one gets presents this year unless we get $1 billion. And Santa's like, oh, don't do it.
No, we're gonna do
Don't negotiate with them.
Don't negotiate with.
That's a great idea, dude. Like have Santa be like a guy who we kidnap and then we're like, ransom. And Santa's like, never. But then like he shows us the spirit of Christmas as thieves.
Oh.
And so we let him go as a gift to the world. And then we get away scotch-free because that's the wish he grants us.
That's an interesting movie concept. It's scot-free, by the by.
What?
It's scot-free, not scotch-free.
Really?
Yes.
Why is it scot-free?
Because
Why is scot-free?
because he deserves it, damn it. But no, it's like steaks. Like there's like scot-free means no stakes. Scotch
so
free
zero
doesn't
stakes.
make scotch is a whiskey
Okay, yeah.
or a tape. It might be free of tape.
Yeah, well, you don't believe in Christmas. So.
So my
Your
opinion is
opinion's
automatically
kinda dead.
discounted.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, until you admit that you absolutely adore Christmas like the rest of the world.
Admit as if I've been lying this whole
You
time.
have been lying to yourself since you were a child.
Since I was a
I
child.
love the idea of you sitting on Santa's lap and him being like, what can I get you for Christmas this year, little boy? And you being like, spatula.
No, my socks have holes
yeah.
in them.
What?
I could use new of those.
Yes, but perhaps a toy. Maybe
I don't know what toys are.
Transformers. They are very popular this year, little boy.
What's a transformer?
What?
What's a transformer?
Pulls his beard down. Look, kid, you're kind of f***ing up my whole thing here. Could you just say a toy?
I don't know. Give me a football, dude.
Great. Football. Ah, football for the boy. Ah, here you go. Get off my head.
Right here, Santa. This one's for you. Oh, I'm flipping off Santa, by the way.
Ho, ho, ho. Flipping you off back.
Oh, and
All the
that's
other
why,
kids in
that's
line?
why I had a shit on my floor when I was 5.
Well, no, it's also coal. You get coal in your stocking.
It's a different type of coal.
Not, yeah.
It'll become coal eventually.
Fertilizer is what it is. And you were happy about it. Ooh, fertilizer.
Now I can work in my garden.
Yeah, Santa left me fertilizer. We're eating this year.
Yay.
I find it surprising that your disdain towards Christmas is so deep rooted in your personality. Like I don't know, man. I just don't get it. I don't understand people who don't like Christmas. I just don't.
I don't either.
Like
I just exist, man.
I got my furry red underwear on right now.
I get through the season to New Year's Eve, and then I'm good.
But like even in like a depressing way, like the bar is warm inside, and you can go drink I don't know, a bourbon or something, whatever. Well, some drunk dude dressed as Santa's on the other side.
Painting me as the most depressing person ever.
I'm not the one who came out and said I need jeans for Christmas at 7 years old, dude.
Okay, but I still go through the motions of enjoying the holiday. Does that count?
What are the motions of enjoying?
Like
the
you
holiday?
go and you do the things. I don't. You like go to the family dinner or
It's
whatever.
not really present though.
Yeah, I just check out for a little bit, live in my own head. Oh yeah, she got that. Cool. All right.
They're playing Christmas music on the radio, and in your head it's just dig through the dishes and burn through the.
Yeah, Christmas music is probably my least favorite thing about the season.
What's your least favorite Christmas song that plays?
Any of them.
Come on, there's
Literally
got to
any
be
of 'em.
one that like irks you more than the others. Is it "All I Want for Christmas Is You" by Mariah Carey?
That one kind of gets under my skin a little bit more.
Is it because of how often it plays?
That's probably it.
Can I tell you a story about working retail during Christmas?
Oh yeah.
'Kay.
Please do.
So a lot of you don't know this, but I was I worked at a Route 21 when I was a teenager, and this has probably been about 2015. No, 2012, 2013.
I was going to
like
say,
that,
yeah, before.
So yeah, about 10 years ago. So one year, I also dislike Christmas music because of how overplayed it is, right? Like, especially
everywhere
retail.
you go.
Yeah. And
That's all that plays.
when you work at a place 8 hours a day and all it is just, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. And you're like, all right, bro, I heard this so many times.
See, that's kind of where, sorry to cut you off, just real quick aside. That's why I like working because in the restaurant, yes, in the main part, the Christmas music is playing, but as soon as you go to the back, it's Rob Zombie or something.
Rob Zombie's Christmas album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, now that one I might actually like.
Sleigh bells ring. The Metallica Christmas album. There you go. That's what it is. Rob Zombie
that
and
a thing?
Metallica. Probably. I don't know. I mean,
Okay, I was like, I didn't.
yeah, they've sold out. They probably have a Christmas album.
Anyway, Route 21.
Yeah, so I worked at Route 21, and one year they were like, "Hey, we're not going to be listening to Christmas music this year," and I was like, "Wow,
What?
Santa, you are real." You know?
Right.
And so they the issue is that because the reason we didn't listen to Christmas music that year was because Justin Timberlake's I think 2020 album is what it's called, 2020 Vision, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've erased it from my mind because I'm like,
You just repressed it.
if I ever hear it again, it's all going down. I'm gonna be like, oh look, a ravine, while I'm driving
Right.
into a ravine. So yeah, Justin, do not. No, we can't play it. We can't play it because it'll get copyrighted.
Oh, fair enough. Okay. I was going to try and mess with Juan and play it, and I didn't.
I would have. I don't know what I would have done. Probably would have preheated your oven and got into it. And been like, I'm the goose. I'm the cooked goose.
I'm the gander.
So yeah,
Anyway.
they were like, we're gonna.
So we're going to play this album is essentially what you're saying.
And so here's the thing. It wasn't presented like you would think. The album wasn't like it was like okay. They didn't like mix songs in. Like they weren't like, oh, we're going to play 3 of these like pop hits, which were already like overplayed in the store. We're going to listen to this album in its entirety throughout the entire day for a month straight.
Why?
Because they made like a deal with Justin Timberlake.
Oh,
and they were
okay.
like,
That's
or
why
the
it's corporate
recording
greed.
label or
Awesome.
something. Yeah. And they were like, we're going to torture our employees in a different way this year by playing Justin Timberlake's Don't Hold the Wall for the 30th time this year. Dude, and I
Like, that's so insane to me.
there's like a part in one of the songs where she's like a girl and she's like, well, how do you like it? And the guy's like, you shouldn't have to ask me that question. And then she goes, well, and he goes, all right. And I shit you not, he does that like 12 times over and over and over. And then, dude, and it's like bang your head against the wall, like amounts of like, like that's why I don't feel bad when people are like, oh, I hate Christmas music. It's like, yeah. You hate Christmas music?
You want to hear?
You want to try something else? How about this?
That sounds like torture.
It was, dude. And it got me on edge, like I'd be in the middle of like folding and somebody would be like, do you have this under meat? And I'd be like, what?
No.
What? I'm sorry. What can I do?
I know I work here. I'm
Because
sorry.
like I heard
This is the last time I'm going to hear
in the
this.
background, it's just, well, how do you like it? And I'm like,
Don't.
why is this happening?
I don't like it.
Yeah. And here's the thing. I've tried to listen to that album since, and it's like PTSD because every time I hear that one specific part of the song, I like regress to a 18-year-old who's just
Juan's
like,
eyes are turning red right now. I hope everybody realizes.
it's
That
the
is how
worst.
consumed with rage he is.
It's not the worst album in the world. Like it's fine. It's because it has Suit and Tie in it.
Yeah, if you would have listened to it like once, you would have been like, oh, that's an all right album.
If they were like, hey, we're going to play this over and over for like a week, maybe I would have been
Maybe.
like, all right, I can get through that. Bro, a month,
Is That is too much.
Like, and then on top
No
of,
human should be asked to be subjected to that.
and then when you work in retail during Christmas, it's like working with a bunch of animals because everyone just goes caveman mode, like chaotic.
Yeah.
Like, it was already bad enough, you know, like when we would have a sale, like someone would walk in, they'd find a shirt and they'd be like, this is my size, and just chuck it across the store already. But like now they're walking in and going like, oh, this isn't my size. So they just set it on fire and then set the rest of the table on fire. Like,
None of this is my size.
Yeah, they walk over to the perfume rack and start like pouring perfume all over the shirts, you know, and it was the worst because like there was a male section, but it was mainly a female store. And so like, you know, the dudes were super easy to like deal with because they would walk in and they would just be like, here's some shirts. Here's like 2 pairs of jeans. I'm done, you know?
Right.
But like like women, they go through and they like look through racks. And like I said, it's like animals. They look at things and then just like the rack's right there. And they just, instead of hanging it up, they just toss
it
on,
aside.
and then they walk on it. You know, like
just nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Somehow they like
Nope.
find their way into like the storeroom and they start destroying the storeroom, and it's
I
like
can't find my size.
it was the worst, man.
Yeah, I never
Lord.
worked retail, but that sounds terrifying.
Oh, dude. And then as a teenager, you know, like you're
Yeah.
dealing with like a 32-year-old woman who's like, I can't find this in my size. And you're like, I'm sorry. And she's like, yes, I know you're sorry. And so she lifts you up by your neck and you're like, oh, you know, like,
What is your size, ma'am? I don't.
yeah. And so we did a Black Friday thing, right? And I got picked to go into like the late shift, like the midnight shift, which is like when everyone does Black Friday shopping.
Mm-hmm.
What's annoying is the sale was going on the whole day, right? Like you could come in at 2 p.m. and you're getting the exact same price that you're going to get at 11:30. But for some reason, again, like psychopaths, they were like, we're going to do clothes shopping at night. And so I'll never forget it. I look outside, we had glass doors, and I see a line of people. And I'm like, this is Rue 21. There is nothing in here that is worth waiting in a line for. And Richard, I'm not. The doors open, and like a flock of women.
No, I'm thinking it's more like the that Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah,
or Mall of the Living Dead, where it's just they just start clambering in.
literally what that was. And like, I'm not joking. I've seen it. Like a woman grabs like a shirt, and then another lady grabs a shirt, and they like fought for and I was just standing like all the employees are cowering, in the register area.
Yeah, like I don't know what to do.
Yeah, there's and shoes getting thrown over and you're like, oh, they're throwing grenades.
It's Charlie there in the trees.
You like look up and you see like a lady getting stabbed with like a hanger, and you're like, I'm going back down. You know?
I'm going back down.
Yeah, and like
We need backup.
I'm being dramatic, but like, yeah, like, and then
Only slightly dramatic
what was
is the
worse
thing.
is that we left the dressing rooms like open for the Black Friday thing, and so like there's a line of women waiting to get into the dressing room, and I don't know if you know this, but women also sweat.
Really?
Surprise, surprise. And those things stunk, dog. Like, and me being the youngest, they would be like, hey, Juan, you got to go in there with a Lysol can and just, and so like, I'd be like, oh,
Choking, bathing yourself in the Febreze.
spraying this thing in the air. And like, meanwhile, you're like walking by a dressing room and all you hear is like, and you're like, what is going on in there?
They're animals.
Yeah, there's like a lady changing a baby in one of the and diapers getting thrown up. Spraying
Dirty bomb.
Spraying it with a Lysol in the air. Yeah, it was weird. I mean, but again, I still understood, hey, Christmas is around the corner, so I get why people are acting so crazy, Meanwhile, Justin Timberlake's 2020 album is playing for the 10th time that day, and
Yeah.
I'm slowly losing my mind.
I think that was gone a long time ago.
Yeah. No,
He's like, he literally, I hope nobody can see this, but Juan just got the 1,000-yard stare for a good second there. he just looked off to the side. What is my life?
you don't understand until you see like silk
I've seen some things,
silk
man.
tank tops, like some like silk tank tops somehow like in the men's section, like women's underwear like hung by like men's shoes, and like you look over and there's someone hanging from the and your manager's just like, just get him down, and you're like, okay. She had a life, she had a name, and
We just have 5 more hours, dude.
Yeah.
That's it.
that's a customer, Juan. That's not a person. You know, like, and what was like, I tried to hide in the bathroom with like,
Good luck.
No, and that was, there's only one bathroom in that place, so before you know it, like you just hear like the, and you're like, ocupado, and then like instead of
the doorknobs jingle.
Yeah, the dressing rooms are full. I need to try on these jeans. Please, no, don't hurt me. They're carrying. It's literally what it was. It was like carrying retail employees. Like this isn't my size. You just get pulled up, and you're like, I'm only 17. Please.
You pull out a revolver with one shot in it. No. I can make it through.
I have to save it. I have to save it for the Christmas sale. Yeah, it was nuts, man. It was like
I believe it. I believe it.
I think that's what drove me to drinking. Honestly. Like I'll never forget retail. I work kind of retail now, but we don't do like Black Friday sales.
No, and
you know, so
that's
it's like,
way different.
Yeah, we love Christmas because it's like, oh, we get some days off. But dude, back then, working at like a clothing store on like cut with Black Friday like looming like on the distance, it was like, one, you're staying up until 2 a.m, which was fine, right? But like I didn't want to be at work at 2 a.m. But again, like the creatures that would like find their way, like hobble their way into my store, and I would be like, you know, prepared for an attack. You know?
Yeah, zombie apocalypse deal.
Yeah.
No, see, I work in a restaurant, so it's a little different because, like, there you have reservations. There, shit is a little bit more organized. I will say a little bit more organized.
Yeah.
But the most painful thing for me, as we've discussed, don't like Christmas. The amount of times I have to say Merry Christmas is, oh, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Thank you.
Hey, big guy.
Hate you.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Jimbo.
Yeah, it's horrible. Meanwhile,
I'm going into that.
Meanwhile, I have a 210-pound woman doing a backbreaker, holding me up in a tree of woe.
Again, we're not that bad, but you would think Christmas would be the time to be more forgiving, a little bit more nice, a little bit more generous. Not the case. Not the case.
They're more
in the
frugal
slightest.
during this time. Dude, what are you talking about?
Well, yeah, they just spend all their money on presents and then decide to go out to a restaurant for some reason.
Yeah, they just spend all their money attacking retail employees.
You get $2.
Yeah, the door flies open. Millions of women. You, a 17-year-old boy, terrified. Your only self-defense? Cologne.
No, they like that.
Just makes them angrier.
Exactly.
Yeah, it just shocks them for a minute so that you can climb onto the racks and hide out. Yeah.
See, what you should have carried was bear mace. That would have helped.
No, that's what the perfumes there smelled like. What are you talking about?
It's pretty much the same thing, dude.
Yeah, that was also the worst thing about working there was, so I had to sell perfumes and colognes. I was really good at it, you know, like, cause yeah, I was a handsome little boy, you know what I mean? So like I'd walk up to, you know, and be like, hey, how's it going? Oh, I see you're looking at our black ice. Let me get you a sample. I'd be like, oh, hey, does your sister like it? And they'd be like, that's my mom. And I'd be like,
oh, I couldn't tell.
Yeah, definitely couldn't tell. But like during Black Friday, it was like, let me get you a sample. And they would just grab the bottle out of my hand, pop it open, and just drink
the whole thing.
Oh,
this is terrible. Why did you give this to me?
this isn't food.
This isn't food.
Yeah.
Why isn't there food in the Route 21?
Yeah. I'm telling you,
attached to a strip mall.
dude, and we like worked down like a couple of shops down from like the GameStop.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Lord knows the horrors that were going on in there. Because clothing's bad, but like game stores, it's like
being able to get like 30-40% off of a gaming system, dude.
yeah, you were dealing with some animals in there, dude. And it wasn't just like that was the thing. There was
And didn't they
grown
always
men.
do like pre-orders like at that time too to make it just
And it was
more
always like
chaotic?
Halo or something like that.
Yeah, something huge.
Oof.
Ay, Dios mío.
Yeah, you could see it. Like I remember.
Gee, I wonder why Richard hates Christmas.
Yeah, walking into my clothing store, my manager's standing there with like an eye patch, and she's like, "The winds are here.
Winter is coming."
I feel the blow through the doors. I know what's coming. Prepare yourself, child. Sweet, sweet summer child. You only know the warmth. What do you mean? I'm sorry. What is that? That is a woman shopping for a good deal. A lady brought a shopping cart one year.
That's totally out of the blue, but I want to hear about this. Okay. Hold on.
It was my second Black Friday, and it was almost like a barrage, dude. Like the doors came flying open.
It's a Rue 21. Where did she get a shopping cart from?
The Walmart. Like,
Oh, that's right.
I'm serious.
But doesn't
we looked out the window, she was pulling it. Like there's like a hill between the Route 21. And she
There's
was
that
like,
little ditch.
She was like dragging it up the and her kids like helping her put. I was like, I looked over at my manager. I was like, "What?" And she went, "Oh no,
they're using tools."
They're learning. They're learning." Dude. And like the doors like flew open because we had double doors, and that thing came flying open. Shopping cart comes running through and it was like a blackout. I was like, "They're here." And like I'm not kidding, like it blacked out, and like before I knew it, she had like half the store in her cart, and like other women were like crawling on her, and she was like she was like a tank. Just I'm getting 20% off of the shirt. My son needs new socks.
Because I just a bit, like in the movie, like when the bomb goes off, and then there's just the ringing and chaos everywhere. That's how I imagine it right now.
Your eyes opening, and all you see is like a woman like beating a kid to death. Over by
with a pair of socks.
Over by the novelty T-shirts. She has blood on the socks, and she looks at you, and she's like, and you're like, and so you try to crawl, and she's like starting to come at you. Your manager grabs you by your shirt, and she's like, "Come to the back, to the stock room." Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, man. And these were like hopped up on coffee and shit, which was even scary. Yeah. Like they were walking in with like cappuccino double froths and squeezing those shits in their hands, just wired as hell because it's 2 a.m. and they've got their 6 kids all on their shoulders, and they're like using them as like projectile missiles to. Like a lady on the other side of the store is grabbing a blouse they want, and they're like, "Johnny!" No. The kid's like,
snatch and grab.
Yeah. Seriously, man, that's what it was like. It's crazy. Like we had the circle racks, and like the best thing to do is just army crawl under the circle. Yeah. You sit under there until before you know it, the one lady just grabs 7 blouses at once and finds you, and she's like, "Rah!" And you're, "No, please. I want the short you're wearing." And you're like, "Oh." She pulled, "How much is this?" And you're like, holding you by your shirt.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy, man. All the meanwhile, Justin Timberlake's album on repeat.
As long as I got my suit.
I'm gonna leave it all on the floor tonight. And lady like putting a kid on her knee, God, breaking his back.
Back breaker. Stunner.
So many men were lost at the original Route 21 Black Friday sale.
You have a memorial wall.
Fallen soldiers. It's just a bunch of employees. That's literally
Oh yes,
what it
he
was
was
like.
a good one.
Yeah, it was
He
nuts.
fought valiant.
Yeah, I'll never forget it, man. I think that's why I never went back to that type of retail.
Oh,
'cause,
I
like,
don't blame you.
yeah, man, it was nuts.
Sounds- I'm laughing,
Yeah.
but that sounds terrifying.
It was. I'm not joking. Like there was, like yeah, it's exaggerated, but like, dude, I'm serious. Like it was war.
Again,
Like,
slightly exaggerated.
yeah, it was like the movie Platoon, but like it Route 21. And like right at the end, right when you think you're getting out, there's like one of them just finds you and grabs a stiletto and just puts it right in your back, and you're like, oh, leave him.
He's done for.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it was nuts.
Save yourself.
Yeah, I did that just so I could play video games, man. That was
Just get a little extra spending money.
and go through death. Yeah, no, I mean that's what it was. It was genuinely like one of the. It was like it wasn't like scary, but like it was. There was moments, man. Like I said, when that lady brought the shopping cart, like seeing
Like that scene from the 300 with the
Yeah.
elephant coming through.
yeah, like you got to stay out of the way because like you might get put into the shopping cart.
I want this too. Ma'am, I'm a person.
No, you're too like you're in shock and fear that you don't say anything. You end up getting put under her tree, and she wraps you in a box in a rage because she's wrapping the presents that night too. She's 7 cappuccinos deep, and you're just like, you can't really do anything.
Next morning, Stacy, here's your new puppy.
Help me. I love it, Mom.
You're
I'm
gonna be mine, Fido.
I'm gonna yeah. You're gonna be my new best friend. Thousands of employees missing. Yeah. No, that was nuts. I swear to God, I don't think she did it purposefully, but I watched her like push the cart to like get someone out of the way.
Oh, she did it purposefully.
Well,
There's no way.
The aisles in the place were like it was a small store, so the aisles were like small.
Yeah.
So like she's like bringing this cart through, and like all the clothes are like getting like torn off the rack. It's impressive. They're like falling out, like almost
She
like
does it in one swift
like
move.
a magnet. Yeah, just getting torn in, and like she didn't care if it was torn or not. It was just a good deal. So she was just like,
Oh man.
Yeah, taking espresso shots as she runs through. Yeah, I saw that. And then one year, a lady had her son like climb to get like something off of like the top shelf because we had like a hook, that you grab the thing and then you bring it down. You're like, there you go. No, she had her kid like
Go get it.
and like I looked up like I just
This is your Everest.
and like when I say we were cowering like in the because like so the way the register was set up is it was in the middle of the store. And you could see everything around you.
It was the full
And
circle.
I'm not kidding. Every employee was in this register, and we looked over, and we just see this kid like climbing, and like I looked at my manager, and she just put like her hand on my shoulder, and she like, shook her head.
It's not worth it.
Because like if I went out into the floor, I was done for, dude. Like
That's no man's land. Juan, stay here.
yeah. It started off fine. Like when we showed up, like I remember being like, "Oh, this is gonna be nice." Like. Doors open, and then the chaos ensued, and then it got kind of calm, and we were like, okay, is everyone roll call?
Roll call.
Yeah, make sure no one,
Charlie.
yeah, make sure no one ended up in one of the bags that were going out the door. And
Rodriguez, where are you?
Man down, mayday, mayday. The lady with the shopping cart comes through.
Oh, yep, he's done for.
Yeah,
He's done for. Leave him behind.
yeah. There was that. Kids, like a kid climbing on the thing. I saw a woman. She went to check like a dressing room door. It was locked, and so she just kind of. And I was like.
Seriously, explain
It's
your
not a
shit.
joke, dude. Like this isn't like
I
this is
believe you.
real. She
But
she
explain-
shoulder checked the door, and it like opened, and there was no one on the other side, and like she was upset that no one was in there because it was like, you mean I could have been using this the entire time? And it was, you know, and like,
okay, let's say there was somebody in there. Is my biggest thing
like you're a dude just trying to try on like a shirt, and that thing flies up, and you're like,
nope, we're sharing.
Oh, yeah. My daughter needs a new pair of jeans. Yeah, it was crazy, man. Yeah, yeah. The way it was set up, like I said, like so it was. You walked in, and like the first thing was the perfume counter, and the lady with the cart, when she came like rushing in, she hit the perfume thing, and like it went, you know, and like that caught everyone's attention. Like all the employees looked over, and she like. I'm not joking, man. She had a kid on her shoulders, and she had 2 kids holding on to either side of the cart. And I was like, oh, like no one could say anything because we were like, what?
Where did she get a shopping cart?
And like she's got the kids like grabbing things off the side of it and just chucking them in, and like you know. And then like you'd see moms like bring their like 3 daughters, and like she'd like sit them in a huddle outside and be like, and I need you to go there. And like they'd open the door, and you'd see them like minions just, you know, and like before you know it, they're at the register, and you're like, oh, and they're like, we'd like to buy these things, please. You know, yeah, dude, it was crazy.
Oh man,
yeah. But once they got to the register, you know, super nice.
Yeah.
Hi, how are you?
I just saw you take that person out.
There's a guy.
He is dying. He has a family.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I just buy these shirts, please?
Clothes hanger through someone's head. That's the cleanup afterwards. We're like pushing bodies into the shopping cart that she left behind.
Yeah. Well, at least she left it behind. This will make cleanup a lot easier.
Yeah. Walmart employees like looking over like, oh. Yeah. No, it was legit. Like Route 21 was chaotic, and it was because the deals were nuts. Like it wasn't like it was like what was it? I think it was like some stuff was like 80% off. Oof. So like they were getting blouses, like fashionable blouses for like $2.
Yeah.
And so like of course they like you don't got to go back to school shopping because you're gonna get everything done here.
Right.
And dude, I'm not kidding, man. Like it was violence. It was chaos and violence, and that's all it was. And yeah. Anyways,
that's why Juan has PTSD.
The 1,000-yard stare, like 1,000-yard stare, like you said. Yeah, I'm serious, man. It was nuts. Like I'm telling you, back in the day, you told people, "Hey, there's going to be a deal here." They were like, "Okay," and they pull out their gun, be like,
"We're ready.
We're going to war tonight." Anyways, thanks for listening, guys, to the Christmas.
Yeah, thanks for the Trauma Dump podcast.
We appreciate you guys listening. As always, subscribe, comment, leave us a review, rate us 5 stars.
Really helps us out.
Yeah, but hey, to the people who've stuck around and to the new listeners who we've noticed, we appreciate you guys checking us out. Hopefully, we can continue to bring joy.
Christmas joy and love. Bloody Christmas joy and love. With the pile driver.
And just remember, if you're going Black Friday shopping, bring a cart. Bring your cart from home and have an idea of where you're going. Anyways, guys, I'm Juan.
I am Richard.
And we are Shootin' from the Hip.
Shootin' from the Hip.